The starting lineup for the Real Monarchs.
If I need you to
Number 1, Eduardo Fernandez. Number 2, Oguane Boyd. Number 28, Chris Schuler.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Number 18,
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Number 29, Danilo Acosta.
Mic check.
Alex Sunday.
Can you hear me?
Number 10,
Can
Ricardo
you hear me?
Velasco.
All right, 1 check 1 2.
Andrew Brody. Number 15, Elder.
We are here
Number 14, Colin.
for tonight's game between the Real Monarchs.
Stand
Can you
up
hear me?
and make some noise for the starting lineup
Between the RFC Tauros and the Real Monarchs. Friday night, May 13, 7:30 p.m. kickoff. What's your starting lineups? Number 1, Devin Perales. Number 4, George
Kevin.
Malkin. Number 21, Sebastian Ivaget. Number 15, Kai Green in the defense. In the midfield, number 8, Charlie Ward. Number 6, Jorginho James. On the left mid, Jose Escalante. Number 11, number 17, TJ. On the right wing, number 23, Rob Lowe. And your center forward, number 27, Mauro Manota. For the Monarchs, and your defense, number 18, Max Lewicki. Number 2, Chris Schuler. Number 28, Boyd Akawi. And number 12, Emilio Orozco. Goalkeeper, Fernandez Eduardo. In the right mid, number 10, Ricardo Velasco. Number 29, Danilo Acosta. Number 17, Brody Andrade. And number 6, Alex Sunday. And your forwards, number 14, Ralphie Collin. And number 15, Tauros Aldaro. Both of these teams coming in. The Tauros are coming from a win versus San Antonio last weekend. Very important win on the road. I say he's got a record of 3 wins, 2 losses and 1 tie. And the Monarchs coming in with a record of 2 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. The last game against Portland, they lost on the road 3-1. Getting ready to start the match. And we have a very good crowd on hand here at the UTRGV Soccer Stadium. For tonight's game, starting with the ball, the team from Real Salt Lake. Number 16, a little bit about the players from Real Salt Lake. A lot of academy players. We have Ricardo Velasco, who played at Louisville, number 2, and game on the way. They hit a diagonal ball. Kai Green gets the ball and passes it back to his goalkeeper. Devin Perales distributes to the right. Ball to George Malky, right defender. Switching the ball from right to left, Kevin Garcia. Moving up with the ball. Keeping possession to start the game. A little bit of windy here. It's about 85, 87 degrees. Good weather for soccer. Jorginho, Jamaican international. Sebastian tries to play a through ball. Out of bounds. Ball well shielded by the center back from the Real Monarchs. Goalkeeper Fernandez from the Monarchs is actually under contract with the MLS team. He's on loan to the Monarchs to make sure he gets games. He came out of the academy 4 years ago, and this is his 2nd year with the team. Good possession by Jose Escalante, number 11, left winger from Honduran Olympic national team, captain of the U20s. Counter attack by the Real Monarchs. Plays the ball wide, good overlap. Really good opportunity for the Monarchs on the left wing. Brody Andrew made a good run overlapping and tried getting the ball in a good cross. Good job by the goalkeeper Perales for the Tauros. Possession by Acosta. Swings the ball. Brody with the ball. Possession by Jose. Ball out of bounds. Really good opportunity in the midfield with Jose Escalante, but Will just went out of bounds. Throwing for the Monarchs. Right now, both teams are still testing each other, especially in the midfield, trying to see who the matchups are. Both of these teams played 2 weeks ago where the Tauros won 1-0 on the road. It was one of those very good wins for the team. It was a very good game. Second half, the last 20 minutes, the Monarchs put a lot of pressure, a lot of possession, and here they are again going at it. Containing Emilio Orozco with the ball. Emilio was the second round pick. Actually for Tigres. Emilio came out of Tigres and was almost signed by Chivas USA, but he was picked up this year by the Monarchs. Control of the ball in the center mid. Game has kind of started a little bit slow. Both teams possession in the middle. Chris Schuler with the ball going backwards. Good job by the Tauros of compacting the midfield. Out of bounds and throw in. Calvin will be taking this. Mauro Menotas, he's one of our center forwards from the Tauros who is under contract with the MLS team. He's come down this week and trained with the team. He's scored his first goal with the team last week versus San Antonio. Has done really well and obviously getting games and getting an opportunity to move up to the first team. But while that happens, he's enjoying being with the group here. Coach Wilmer really likes the way he looks for the ball, the way he takes people on. Free kick for the Monarchs. Ralphie Collin looking. Opportunity by the Monarchs. And the referee calls a penalty. The referee calls a penalty. Very questionable call as it was a bouncing ball. Sebastian stuck his foot in there, and it looks like the player on the rebound in the replay kind of dove, but it's the referee who makes a call on the field, and kind of a harsh start here for the Tauros 5 minutes into the game. Teams had a great week of practice, especially after the win, and now here we are with a PK against. Sebastian is actually trying to question the call by the referee because it really didn't look like he got a piece of him, but you know, can argue with the referee. 5:42. Monarch player placing the ball. Looks like it's Acosta. Acosta's an academy player from Honduras. Takes it and scores. It's actually number 10. Ricardo Velasco is the player that took the PK. 1-0. Devin dove to his left, and a ball was placed right in the right. 1-0 for the Rio Monarchs. 6 minutes into the first half. Very questionable call, and let's see what the Tauros are going to do now and really get this crowd going, and hopefully can create a little bit more offense. It's early in the game, a lot of game to go right now, and controlling the midfield by Charlie Ward. Ball to Rob Lowe. Swinging from right to left with Kai Green. Kevin Garcia on the ball. Looks like the field's a little slippery. Orozco playing through the center mid. Acosta playing with Chris. Number 15, Tauros, very tricky on the ball, goes down the second time. He's actually the player that drew the penalty kick. He's down right now, referee checking with him. Tauros are gonna have to watch how much they foul and where they foul so that we don't keep getting these kind of calls. Tauros Elder, also Honduran international, played in the Olympic team qualifying, so he'll be part of the Olympics team that will be in Brazil. George Malky closing down. Ball played by defender Boyd down to the corner. George Malky trying to come out and ball out of bounds. Have to get the ball a little bit more in control and possession, and obviously with 5 minutes in we get a penalty kick, and you know you've been working the whole week and your possession and movement. Tactically you obviously have to start changing and getting forward a little bit more. Devin Perales with the service on the foul. Ball goes out of bounds, it hits the ground and goes right over Kyle Green's head. Kyle Green, player, comes from New Jersey, Seton Hall University in his first year professionally. Sebastian, good opportunity by Real. Monarchs playing a through ball, and now it looks like goalkeeper Perales is down on that through ball. It seemed like it was offsides, but it wasn't. It comes out, and it shows like, oh, he did step on it with his cleats right on his leg. If you see the replay, Perales is still down. Looking at the standings in the league, we have LA Galaxy on top in the Western Conference, Vancouver Whitecaps in second place with 14 points, Colorado Springs Switchbacks with 12 points, St. Louis FC with 11, and then really close to each other you have Sacramento Republic with 10, Rio Valley, Tauros, your team with 10 points, Portland Timbers with 10 points, Orange County Blues with 10, San Antonio and Real Monarchs with 8. So really one win separates most of these teams from the middle of the pack to the top. There are a few teams that have played 9 games. Rio Valley Totals have played only 6 games. This being their second game at home and trying to get their crowd into it. With the referees for this game, you have Coctemo Delgadillo as your center ref, your number 2 Aldo Lopez, and your number 3 Lane Burris, your 4th official Arturo Ibarra. Game restarts. Kevin Garcia with the ball, looking for center forward Manotas, and the Tauros get a handball 3/4 of the field. Opportunity, free kick. Their players in front. Acosta's complaining to the ref on the phone call, in the actual call from the referee. It's really windy out there. You cannot see it, but it's very windy, and so anything that comes off the ground could be dangerous on any shots or follow-ups. Opportunity for the Tauros. You have Jose Escalante left-footed on the ball, and TJ, number 17, Kastner from Clemson University. Free kick on the way. Referee counting the steps. Escalante on the ball, and number 17, TJ Kastner. Good opportunity for the Tauros. Ball gets laid out and cleared by the Monarchs. Swing and a miss by number 10, Ricardo Velasco. Monarchs is a team that try to possess and play just like the Tauros do. Almost intercepted by Jose Escalante. Good block by Jorginho, defensive mid from Jamaica. Diagonal ball, and Kevin clears the ball out for a throw-in. Monarchs ball. Chris Schuler with the ball on the throw-in as a right back. Rob on the breakaway. Rob Lovejoy, he's got a lot of speed. Number 23 with the counter attack. Cross and an opportunity for the Tauros. Looking for Mauro Manotas, really good one-on-one. He's probably one of the fastest players in MLS coming back from injury. Rob scored 2 goals against San Antonio last week, and this is a great opportunity. If you can create those one-on-one, he's always going to beat their players and get to that back post. He actually scored 2 goals to make it 2-1 last week, and then the winning goal in the 95th minute for the Tauros. Kyle Green with the clearance, throw in for the Monarchs. Chris Schuler with the ball. Number 15, Tauros kid barely gets touched and he's already going down again. Something that they're gonna have to bring up at halftime. We got to keep the ball off of that defensive third. He seems like he's a player that's tricky, always reading and trying to intercept the ball. Referee is asking for the 10 yards. Swinging the ball from left to right. Sebastian with the ball, back to Kevin Garcia. Kyle Green with the ball. Swinging back through Charlie Ward in the midfield. Charlie from England, one of the most consistent players right now for the Tauros. He's played over 540 minutes, literally him and Kevin Garcia, the only 2 players that played every minute during this season. George Malky. TJ swinging the ball, going back to Kevin Garcia. Right now, Monarchs are playing very organized, not allowing anything in the middle, making sure the defensive side of the Tauros is the one controlling the ball. It's not allowing much of the midfield to create. Opportunity, there goes Rob Lovejoy down the right wing. Cuts in, looks for the left foot, and it strikes it over the goal. Very good opportunity, you know, we keep looking for him on that right wing, and things are gonna happen here for the Tauros. You can see that repetition, got a little bit under it, and as I said before, there's a lot of wind. Goal kick, Fernandez with the goal kick. Young goalkeeper from the academy. Ball's in the air. Flicked by Ralphie Collin. Back to goalkeeper Perales. Sebastian. Number 17 trying to get the ball. Brody, and loses it, gives it back. Kyle Green with the ball, looking for the through ball with Manotas, building it again. Denied by Acosta. Little bit of clearance here by Tauros, could have a little bit more possession, and again trying to find that center mid so that we can get control of the game. Goalkeeper Fernandez killing time a little bit. Getting ready for goal kick. Distribution. Plays out to the right. Control by Brody. Back to Chris Schultz. Acosta with the ball, trying to hit a diagonal on the right wing. And George Malky wins the ball. Comes out playing with Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward looking for Manotas. Good build-up opportunity for the Tauros. Jorginho gets through and gets fouled. And the referee calls. We don't know what the referee called. Seems like a 50-50. Goalkeeper Fernandez is down. Jorginho made a really good run on a through ball. We still do not know what the call is. It was a divided ball. It seems like goalkeeper Fernandez was going up for it. Jorginho slid under it and he dropped the ball. He's still rolling on the ground. Medical staff for Monarchs on the field checking on the goalkeeper. And Jorginho actually gets a yellow card. A little bit inconsistent on the calls, but hey, he's the man in charge on the field. And now you have the players from the Monarchs complaining. Emilio Rosco trying to talk to the referee. Maybe looking at the goalkeeper for the backup goalkeeper, Connor Sparman. He was a 4th round pick this year by Creighton. He would be the backup goalkeeper for the Monarchs. Right now, Fernandez has been the starting goalkeeper up to this point. USL has 5 subs throughout the game. Obviously, most coaches will not like to make subs this early in the game, but obviously due to injuries, 5 subs compared to MLS of the rest of the world through FIFA rules for a development league allows players to come up and down, comes up and gives coaches a chance to actually check all their players, give them playing time, mix the rosters. Looks like he hurt his back. Jorginho with a yellow card. He's starting defensive mid. With a yellow card, he has to really be careful how he plays the rest of the game, and it's something that Coach Roman Carrera and assistant coach Michael will look into. You know, obviously, if it starts getting chippy out there, we do have other options in the bench for the Tauros. You have goalkeeper Colin Irving, Leo Ayala as a defender, Kyle Murphy as a forward, Christian Lucatura as a midfield forward, Emilio Garcia as a midfield forward, Jose Memo Rodriguez as a midfield forward, and Juan and Ivan as a defender. Control of the ball by the Monarchs. Corner kick. Kevin Garcia cleared the ball as number 15 Tauros was trying to break around the corner. Corner kick, looking for the short corner. 2 players coming in from the Monarchs. 2 players from the Tauros just in case they play the short corner. Tauros with the corner. Clear up the field by Rob. And counter attack. Here we have a 3v2. Mauro to Jose Escalante in the breakaway. And the ball bounces for a corner kick. Goalie was expecting a cross, and Jose Escalante took a shot to that front post. And once again, it's very windy out there, so the ball actually bounced. I think he tried to cross the ball. TJ Kastner with the corner on the left side. Jose Escalante for the short corner. 6 players in the box. Georgie Malky as a sweeper. It looks like a handball, but the referee let it play and actually called a handball on behalf of the Tauros. Wow. Real Monarchs going to be getting a handball call inside the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper Fernandez. Defensive line moves up to the midfield. Good driven ball, 3/4. Kevin Garcia and Ralphie Collin have had a good matchup in there for those high headers. Sebastian with the ball. Garcia. Kyle Green back to Jorginho with a diagonal pass. And the wind held that ball. Good closing down by Charlie Ward. Sebastian on top and gets called for the foul. Restart of the game. Torres with the through ball. Goalkeeper Devin Perales ready to restart and distribute. Real Salt Lake Monarchs is holding a high line with number 14 Ralphie putting a little bit of pressure. Devin with the goal kick. Possession, Kyle Green intercepts the ball in the midfield, down the wing. Kevin Garcia closing down. Alec winning most of the balls in the defensive mid for the Real Monarchs. Switching from left to right. Acosta down the wing for the Monarchs, trying to find Torres again, and clearance by Sebastian. Control once again by the Monarchs with Alec. Finds down the wing, number 2 Chris Schulter with the cross, and goalkeeper Devin. Restarts again. Rob Lovejoy with the ball to Kastner, crossing the midfield. On the left side with Kyle Green. Back to Charlie Ward. With the right back, George Malky. So we need a little more possession. Hold it for a minute or two, and then we're giving a little away. Slowing down with the 1-0 lead, the Real Monarchs. On the left wing. Looking for the 2 targets. And for the through ball, offsides by number 15, Torres. So far, I'd say Real Lake with the goal has gotten a lot of confidence in controlling the ball. Number 6, Alex, done a good job of winning the balls. We need to get Charlie Ward more involved, Jorginho, and number 17, TJ, controlling and creating a little bit more and open up the field so we could get balls to Mauro Manotas, our center forward for the Tauros, and also in both wings. We need to get the ball to Jose Escalante and Rob Lovejoy, number 23. Looks like it's a water break at 26 minutes. Yes, something that the USL does, especially here in the Valley right now. It's actually very cool. It's a good weather compared to what it's going to be here in June and July, where it will get up close to the hundreds. Right now, we are playing the game at the UTRGV University Stadium. We have a pretty sellout crowd, waiting for the new stadium to be built, hoping that sometime in June, one of the first games, or June 22nd is what they've given us as a maybe for the new 10,000 seat stadium that Mr. Cantu has built, the owner of the RGVFC. He also owns the Vipers basketball team and building also an arena for them down on 281. Mr. Cantu loves sports, and obviously you can see that bringing soccer to the Valley area is important for the development and grow. Only a few miles away from the border of Mexico with Reynoso, and 2 hours from Monterrey, Mexico. And the game gets on the way. Number 6, Alec, with the ball, controlling it again. Tauros on the left wing to Ricardo Velasco. George Malky with the throw-in. Manotas trying to win the ball, and possession by the Monarchs. And a foul. Number 10, Velasco slid in 2 feet versus George Malky. Free kick, Sebastian on the ball. Sebastian played at Duke University. He's one of the MLS players under contract here for this week, playing with the USL team. He's been in 3 games with the club. Kevin Garcia from Villanova. Swinging left to right, Jorginho. Bringing the ball up the field to George Malky. Back to Jorginho in the middle. Charlie Ward. Jorginho to the left with Kevin Garcia. Now the Monarchs are dropping almost to the halfway line. And an opportunity. Kyle Green down the wing. Good matchup and a corner. Very fast left back Kyle Green from Seton Hall in his first year. Kevin Garcia played a through ball. It's a good matchup. You have both Chris Schuler, who has very good speed, but you could see Kyle Green's corner kick. 6 guys in for the Tauros for the corner kick. 30 minutes in. Service and out of bounds. Referee pointing for the goal kick. Kevin Garcia on the header, went about 3 feet wide of the left post. Good service in the air, as you can see in the replay. Goalkeeper Fernandez though, but it was a little bit wide. 1-0 here for the Monarchs. Tauros have to get this big crowd on their hands. Jorginho up for the header. Kevin Garcia hits back to goalkeeper Devin Perales. Garcia from New York City, Colombian family background, has also played in Europe. Switching to Sebastian. Great flick and well intercepted by the Monarchs for a throw-in. And intercepted again. Right now the forwards from the Tauros are getting anticipated. They have the win in favor. Sometimes it actually goes against you because the through balls, we can't get a hold of it. Rob getting in from the breakaway and slips. Good ball by TJ, and it's very slippery out there, especially on the wings. Sebastian, great header, back to Jorginho. Charlie Ward with the switch in the midfield. Kevin Garcia to Kai on the left side, back to Charlie Ward. This is what needs to happen a little bit more for the Tauros. George Malky overlapping. Rob, number 23 on the ball, looking for the cross and denied by the left mid. Alec on the ball. Number 10, Ricardo Velasco. And they call a foul on George Malky. Captain Velasco, he's a second year. He's out of the academy from Real Salt Lake, and he actually played also 2 years at Louisville University. Very poised for a young 2-year professional. Free kick, Kevin Garcia up in the air. Jose Escalante looking for Manotas and gets anticipated again by Alec. Chris Schultz controls it. Acosta in the midfield, slows it down, swings back from right to left, building out of the back, Real Monarchs. Little pressure from the Monarchs and the ball back with goalkeeper Devin. Kevin Garcia on the ball. We are in the 33rd minute. And the Tauros possessing the ball. Charlie Ward coming and getting the ball. As we were speaking a little bit earlier, we weren't finding the ball in the midfield. Slowly, if you get Charlie Ward involved and you get Jorginho and TJ, we could produce a little bit more. Well closed down by Kyle Green. And it's a throw-in for the Tauros. Throw-in, Jorginho from left to right. Kevin Garcia, the center back to Jorginho. With Escalante in the midfield, he loses the ball to Acosta. Brody. Alec, number 6, plays backwards. And Malky for the ball. Sebastian hits it back to goalkeeper Devin Perales. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward looking for Mauro, number 27, and it's cleared by the defense. Torres on the ball, looking for diagonal, trying to see if they can connect with Ralphie Collin. Well read by the 2 center backs of the Tauros, Kevin Garcia and Sebastian. 1-2 in the back, short passing build up. 35 minutes in. Looking for the ball, Charlie Ward, back to George Malky. Sebastian and Kevin just switched. Switching point of attack again. TJ's come back to get the ball since they're not getting it a little bit higher on the field. They're trying to come up and start connecting passes. George Malky to Jose Escalante. Jose Escalante plays a through ball that ends up in the hands of goalkeeper Fernandez. Goalkeeper wasting time. Up 1-0 in the 36th minute of the first half. Comes out playing out of the back. Kyle Green closing down, and it's a throw-in for the Tauros. Kevin Garcia switching from left to right. Holding the ball a little too long. Waiting for other options to show up, and nobody opens up, and he almost got stripped off the ball. Something that they work all week long and trying to play simple out of the back, and got to be careful being up down 1-0. Manotas, every time he has the ball, he has 2 players around him. He's one of those players that cannot give him too much room and space because he'll turn and is very dangerous on the one-on-one. Chris Shoulder with the throw-in. Jose Escalante with the ball possession, switching with Jorginho through the middle. George Malky from the right back getting in, looking for service. Service in. Jorginho with the ball, getting closed down. He already on a yellow card. Back to Kevin Garcia. A little bit more pressure now by the Tauros. Charlie Ward looking for distributing back again, swinging, switching point of attack. Sebastian finding the wing. Slips. Referee could have called the foul there. Here's where we have to be looking for the switch. There it goes for Jose Escalante on the wing. One-on-one, very good. And was called for the offsides. Good try, meaning something that the team needs to start doing a little bit more. Open up the wings. If it's not happening through the middle, then get it down a little bit more direct, and it was a good switch. But Jose Escalante was standing in offsides. 38 minutes of the first half. This is the second meeting between both teams. In the first meeting, as I said earlier, the Tauros beat them 1-0 on the road. Actually got to play at Rio Tinto Stadium with the Real Salt Lake MLS team plays. Rob with the ball, showing his speed down the wing. Monarchs, and well read by Malky, throw in Real Monarchs. Defender Latwick with the throw in. Jorginho wins it in the midfield. You have a 5v4 looking for the ball. Jose Escalante, and it looks like a foul. The referee lets it run, gives advantage, trying to serve the ball. And the ball almost. Manota's waiting for that ball. He did get through. It was a very good counterattack. 5v4, and it's one of those first very good opportunities for the Tauros. Good switch. It looked more like a foul. Referee let it play. Advantage. TJ number 17 crosses the ball well. And it looks like the referee is getting goalkeeper Eduardo Fernandez for wasting a little too much time. Still too early in the game to do that, but they're going to take the opportunities. TJ with the ball. It's a solid defensive mid from Real Monarchs with Acosta and with Alec in there. Both could be a mix of defensive playmakers and denying most of the through balls into the Tauros forwards. TJ Kastner coming back to the ball. Pressure by Acosta on Kevin Garcia, and back to goalkeeper Perales. Down the right with Sebastian. Sebastian finding us forward for the first time. Manotas with the ball. Looks like it will be a corner kick. Every time he gets the ball, he's forced to go backwards because he's double team. Manotas number 27, but if he can keep drawing the ball, we can keep finding it. It will be very good for the Tauros, as they need to be looking more into him back and then opening back with the wings. Kastner with the corner. TJ Kastner from Clemson University, drafted this year by the Houston Dynamo. On the corner, service on the way, short ball, and it's a shot, well blocked. Charlie Ward received the ball, it looked like a handball, but the referee let it play. And on the breakaway by the Monarchs, looked like Kyle Green actually took down, I don't know if it's Acosta, actually number 10, Ricardo Velasco. Both teams look for the counterattack. Very young, very speedy. look for that opportunity to break away. Real trying to get and looking for that second goal. Free kick out of the back by the center back from the Monarchs. Jorginho up and heads it back to his goalkeeper, Perales. Building out of the back, Kevin Garcia. To Sebastian, dribbling up from the defensive third. Switching again with Jorginho through the defensive mid. Back to Kevin Garcia, pressure by the Monarchs. And back. Right now, the midfield for Tauros is not really showing and supporting in better angles, so they keep possessing the ball. There it goes. Great switch. Great switch by Charlie. And with the wind that's coming in, Kyle Green trapped it with his chest, but it went over his head. Out of bounds throw-in for the Monarchs. Number 2 with the throw-in. Possession, good opportunity for the through ball. George Maki coming up the wing, looking for the service, and very well blocked by the Monarchs. Looking for the foul. It was a challenge between both players. The referee pulling the yellow card. Don't know if he's gonna pull it. It looks like Ralphie, Colin, and Sebastian in a 50-50 ball. Grabs the ball. Let's see who he gives the yellow card to. Sebastian. So now the Tauros now with 2 yellow cards. One for the center back, Sebastian, and one for Jorginho James, number 6. Taking names down, the referee, Coctemo. Delgadillo is the center main ref for today's game. Free kick into space with Torres trying to look, getting in the box, very dangerous. And the referee calls a foul. Ricardo Velasco was able to get around the wing, trying to find his 2 center forwards. Looked like he called a foul, or was it a handball? 4 minutes for stoppage. Kevin Garcia receiving the ball from right to left. Looking for Manotas in a diagonal ball. Clear to the throw-in. Manotas with the throw-in, trying to hurry up here for the last few minutes. TJ Kastner controls the ball, trying to play it into Kyle Green. Maybe not paying attention and out. Number 2, Boyd Akawo. That's who it is. I have the numbers wrong here, and I've been saying Chris the whole game. Sorry for the Jose Escalante puts his hands, does not allow him to throw in. My game notes here. Called for a foul. Game's been a little bit slow, a little bit sloppy. Referee, a little bit inconsistent, but hey, you still have to play the game and get the ball in control and push from behind. Now he calls it again. 45th minute. Right now the referee has the time on the field. Complaining with the referee, with the players. Acosta, who smiles. Escalante on the ball. We've got 6 players in for the Tauros. Maybe the last play of the half. Caster number 17 on the ball as well. It looks like it's Jose Escalante on the service to the back post and plays it out for a corner. Good save by goalkeeper Fernandez. Good ball to the top of the box. And very good header by Sebastian. Good save by the goalkeeper Fernandez. Corner kick. Jose Escalante with the left foot and the in-swinger. And it gets cleared by the Real Monarchs. Very good ball to the front post. Need to put a little bit more pressure. George Malky with the ball. Gets the ball up the field. Instead of hitting it, hits it on the ground, intercepted by Alec. And he dives. Free kick for the Monarchs. It's actually Chris Schuller. Big long ball into the corner, and it is halftime here at UTRGV, where the Tauros are down 1-0 to the Real Monarchs. Coach Wilmer Carrera will go in at halftime and get with the players. Thinks that probably need a little bit of work, more possession, spreading the field out. You know, in the early part of the game, they were finding Rob Lovejoy in the wing. Need to get the ball a little bit more to him, a few more shots, and a little more possession in the midfield. Got to be careful with the counterattacks with player Torres, number 15, who drew the PK, and coach, and number 14, Rafi Collin, who's a good target, who works hard. He's one of the ones that either pressures high or sits back. We will go into break for halftime. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 mic check. 1 2 1 2. We are here at the UTRGV University Stadium where our RGV FC Tauros are down 1-0 to the Real Salt Lake Monarchs. Good, we're good. You let me know when, yeah? Okay. All right, mic check, mic check, mic check. in the lower systems of Real Salt Lake. He actually had played quite a few games prior to this as in the reserves, and that's where a lot of his experience comes in. They look up to him as one of the future midfielders, captain for this team, and other players in that team that come out from the academy. Goalkeeper Eduardo Fernandez, and you also have Daniela Costa, who's a Honduran, 18 years old. And right now, you know, coming out to the second half, we're expecting a little bit more from RGVFC. Take it to them. They are going a little bit against the wind. That's actually very good weather, but the wind affects a little bit the possession of the game. And for sure, Coach Wilmer Cabrera is going to give this group a few more minutes to get it going. If not, he will get it going into his bench, where he has 6 other players that can step up and do the job. So getting ready to start the second half. My apologies in the first half. I kept calling player Boyd, actually Chris Schulter, because that's what I had on the number, so my apologies. Right back Boyd is actually a U23 player for the U.S. and has been in many calls with the national team. He's actually with the Real Salt Lake first team out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And then the left back, Max Lewicki, he's actually a Notre Dame player that was drafted, has scored quite a few goals and actually helped Notre Dame win the championship 2 years ago. Possession by the Tauros. Kevin Garcia on the ball, swinging from left to right, back to goalkeeper Devin Perales. Kai Green swinging the ball again, switching point of attack. Charlie Ward coming and getting the ball earlier, which is something that didn't happen in the first few minutes of the first half. Switching again. Rafi Collin, number 14, is actually a veteran with Rochester, won the championship in USL last year. And a foul. Referee gave a little bit of advantage, lost the ball, and he just called the foul. Kyle Green was cutting from left to right, about 35 yards out. Early opportunity here, 46th minute. This will be the third free kick from that area, where Jose Escalante, number 11, and number 17, TJ Kastner. Check into the ball, Mauro Manotas. Changing the players' names here. Everyone from the Monarchs is back on the wall. There is not one player 20 yards and up. Everyone defending that 1-0 score. Very good opportunity here for the Tauros. Service and out of bounds. Goal kick for the Monarchs. Goalkeeper Fernandez jogging to get the ball. Number 28, Chris Schuller, is the player that I was mentioning wrong because of the number. He's actually a veteran of 6 years with the league, Real Salt Lake, and has had quite a few injuries. So now coming back with the team, trying to get on a starting role so that if anything happens, gets called up to the first team. Throwing by George Malky. Check into the ball, but surrounded by players. Jose Escalante on top of the box. Looking for a through ball. Number 6, Alec, who is a draft from New England and played in New England. Played out of Berkeley University for Coach Kevin Grimes. Kastner with the ball, rotating, looking on a through ball. It's going to be very hard to get a through ball or in the air over player Chris Schulter. He's probably about close to 7 feet tall. Jorginho winning the ball. finding, oh, a little bit limping. Rob Lovejoy trying to receive that ball. I think he got stepped on. Switching right in the middle of the field. George Malky back to Kevin Garcia. Kevin Garcia looking for his options. Jorginho switching. Back again. Almost lost the ball in the midfield. Charlie Ward. Good pressure by the Monarchs. Not letting the Tauros penetrate that center of the field. Back to the left wing. Kastner with the ball. Turning to the right back. George Malky. Taking on, going on again. Moving into the center of the field. Going wide, opportunity for the Tauros. And it's a shot and out of bounds. Good save by goalkeeper Fernandez. The right back, Boyd is actually calling for an offsides, but it was not an offsides. Good opportunity, good build-up by the Tauros here in the 49th minute of the second half. Katzen with the right foot on the left side for the corner. Trying to get an in-swinger. 7 players in the box, ball in the air, and it's clear for the goal kick for the Rio Monarchs. A little bit better pressure first 5 minutes of the second half. No substitutions for either one of the team right now. Both teams have players warming up. It will be kind of a chess game for both coaches. Goal kick, every time goal kick for Fernandez takes the ball. It's taking about a minute and a half off the time. 50-50 won by the Tauros. Actually, there was a substitution by the Tauros. Ivan has come in for Sebastian. Opportunity with Rob. Rob one-on-one in the box. Serves the ball and it goes out of bounds. Manota's made a diagonal run. Could have also given a little bit space for Rob to take him one-on-one. And the ball clear. Rob was trying to chip the ball over to Jose Escalante on the left side. Ivan from Brazil, played junior college and played a year for Maryland. Jorginho on the rebound, receiving the ball, playing Rob, and slips again. It's a little bit slippery out there. This is the stadium and practice field for the FC Totals while their stadium is being built in the city of Edinburgh. There's a complaint, and now there's a yellow card for number 29, Acosta. Probably delay of game, that's what the referee's saying. As the time takes on a little bit and it stays 1-0, you will see probably Rialso leg sitting back a little bit more or looking for extra midfielders or defenders to come in. And you'll see the Tauros actually open up a little bit. Volley by number 6, Alec, goes over the goal. Goal kick. Goalkeeper Devin Morales ready to take the goal kick. Trying to get this crowd into the game. Game last Saturday versus San Antonio was 2-0 up. Was tied opportunity for the Tauros. On the right wing, Kastner overlapping Rob. Charlie Ward in the middle. Switching from right to left. Jorginho wide left to Kai Green. Kai Green to Jose Escalante. Trying to penetrate. Combination. Trying to service the ball and it gets blocked by Brody. Throw in for the Tauros. All the way about 7 yards from the, and it's a goal kick. Try to play the give and go, looking for service, but denied by the defense for the Real Monarchs. RGV stepping up his front line a little bit higher, forcing the team to play the ball instead of letting it build out of the back. Goal kick driven ball. Number 10 on the ball, Ricardo Velasco, who went to Louisville and then transfer. Opportunity for Real. Number 14, Rafi, on the ball and intercepted by Kevin Garcia. Charlie Ward building it in the midfield to Jose Escalante, who's checking more to the ball and looking to get the ball to Rob wide in the wing. Once again, Ricardo Velasco on the ball, switching with Acosta, left-footed to the right wing with Brody. Brody taking one-on-one, looking for a through ball. And the Honduran Tauros trying to see if he can get called in for another foul. Cannot get to the ball. Through ball for Manotas, 1-on-1, and it goes out of bounds. Mauro Manotas trying to get the ball. George Malky played the ball about 20, 30 yards long, and it went out of bounds. Crowd getting a little bit antsy here. It's actually a player down, player Torres, the Honduran Olympic national team player, who the Real Salt Lake saw at the qualifier when Honduras beat the U.S. in Real Salt Lake a few months back. And now the referee's telling him to go out since he came over. And once again, they're gonna try to waste a little bit of time. Gamesmanship here. Referee running back. Chris Schuler on TJ, and then Max Lawicki on the throw-in, the Notre Dame former player. Ivan with Jorginho. Jorginho back to Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward looking for his options, plays on the ground to Rob. Rob penetrates, almost gets the ball through. He is very fast, gets the ball across, and Manotas can't control it, it steps away. Throw in, picking up the pace, speed of play here. Charlie Ward switching, back again, back all right. It should have been a foul, referee lets it play. Acosta with the ball, dangerous opportunity, 1v1. Kevin for the ball, Devin makes the save. 1v1, very good opportunity, could have gone down 2-0. Charlie Ward, great move in the middle of the field. Jorginho, Kyle Green connects again with Jorginho. Jorginho looking for a diagonal ball. Close down, Fray Emilio Orozco. Sebastian, good ball by Charlie Ward, 1v1, this is what we've been looking for. Very good speed, gets the ball across, and the goal by Mauro Manota. 1v1, something that we were talking about. Charlie Ward served a very good ball. And then we have the 1v1, plays it across, and a nice little sliding opportunity for number 27, Mano Manotas, and scores and ties the game and finally gets the crowd going. Now we have a game, just about a minute and a half before. Number 14, Ralphie Collin had a 1v1, and goalkeeper Devin Perales had a very good stop. Could have been 2-0. 1 minute later, look at what happens. That is soccer. The one sport that you can dominate 90 minutes and not get the score going your way. Jorginho, this should give the Tauros a little bit of confidence. And a good switch, but a little bit too hard for George Malky. Seems like the field is a little bit slippery. Number 18, Max, by Wiki with the switch. Closing down with Manotas. That's his second goal in 2 games, which is very good for the offensive threat of the Tauros. Now you're going to see a little bit more pressure coming from the Tauros. Almost stripped from the ball. Jose Escalante double, but was not able to come out with the ball. Brody with the ball. Back to Orozco. Orozco trying to play it down the wing for Torres. Good job coming out, build up. And again, 2v2. Manotas almost. Charlie Wart's come in second half, start spreading the ball through the middle, starting to find those wings. As you can see, the wind holds the ball a little bit, but now you have 2 and 3 forwards putting pressure and actually looking for runs up in the offensive third for the Tauros. Brody with the ball. With Boyd. Back to Acosta. Boyd on the wing. Back to Brody. Acosta with the left foot, dangerous, and he slips. Easy pick up one time by goalkeeper Devin Perales. 3-quarter goal kick, half volley goal kick. Rob with the ball, number 23, 1v1. TJ made a run wide. Right now they're talking, tell him to give him space. Jorginho trying to find the wing. Acosta on the ball. Back to Torres. Right now, Ricardo Velasco has stepped up a little bit more like a third on a 4-3-3. Jorginho on a through ball to TJ, and TJ takes the shot and it goes wide. Game starting to open up a little bit more in the midfield. Great opportunity. TJ Kastner with the through ball, top of the 18, a little bouncing ball, and could have put it 2-1. Corner kick for the Tauros, and definitely a lot more pressure here in the 61st minute of the second half at the UTRGV University Soccer Stadium. Crowd starting to get into the game. Corner in-swinger and clear by the tall player Chris Schuler. Throw in for the Tauros, player down for Real Monarchs. Trainer jogging into the field. Right now the Tauros is still looking for their first win at home. This is the second game with their record 3-2-1 on the road. Right now 1-1 tied. Would be great for them to get the first win at home. All the players going to the sideline, getting a drink, taking time. Coach Wilma Cabrera talking to the players, probably saying keep the pressure. Same thing on the other side. Coach for Real Soleil, tell them to keep the ball, look for that counter attack, which has been dangerous. 2 very good opportunities. We will see what another 10 to 15 minutes is going to do in the legs of these players, and then we'll start seeing the substitutions coming in for both sides. Every time that number 23, Rob Lovejoy, gets the ball, he's very dangerous. He's probably one of those fastest players on 1v1 that you can see in MLS. Came up from Houston Dynamo. We have the technical director here from Houston Dynamo visiting and watching the game. Same thing as Chris. Rob Joy was just substituted. Did a great job creating opportunities. You know, he's coming back from an injury, and it's something that Coach Wilmer does very well. You know, gets the information from the first team staff of how long the players can come. Obviously, you want to win the games, but it's important to give minutes to those players so they can go back up to the first teams. And the game restarts. Tauros with the ball. Comes back to the midfield. In my game notes, he's one of those players that can play multiple positions. They are switching and moving them in different. Very good speed, very good crafty. Opportunity. Max, number 18 with the cross, and it's a corner kick for the Monarchs. Both teams get both of their outside backs getting really high. And this spreads out the midfield for both sides, opening channels for those center forwards to receive. Number 10, Ricardo Velasco on the ball. It's actually two players watching for the short corner. You have Velasco and you have Tauros on the ball, ready to serve. Ball up in the air. Kevin Garcia on the clearance. Charlie Ward, and here comes the breakaway. Number 7, Memo just comes in. Great switch to TJ Gasser on top of the box, looking for the quick shot, and blocked. Took a little bit too long as he had a breakaway and a shot and a deflection by Kyle Green from about 30-35 yards. Good counterattack after the corner for the Tauros. Memo has come in, substitute for number 23, Rob Lovejoy from the Houston Dynamo. Goalkeeper goal kick. Good pressure by Ivan. Boyd with the ball coming up the right wing. Brody back to Boyd, looking for the service. Tauros on the ball and clear back to the midfield. Alec with the ball, gets played to the left back. Trying to cross the ball, Ricardo Velasco. Right now looking for more possession and gets the give and go. Good cross, intercepted by Kevin Garcia. Both teams right now are going at it. The game has opened up with that 1-goal tie by Tauros. Lai Wiki with the throw in for number 15, Tauros. And the foul. Number 7, Jose Memo Rodriguez has come in. Very crafty player. Was actually megged in the corner. A good foul called by the referee. Memo's also a product of the academy for the Houston Dynamo. Free kick. Referee setting up the wall. Right at the edge of the 18-yard box. Little bit of wind. You've got 7 players in for Real Monarchs. Velasco, number 10 on the ball. He's your free kick specialist. In swinger with the right foot. Takes it and cleared into the middle. Little dangerous spot. Breakaway. Jose Escalante, and he's on the breakaway looking for the yellow card. He already has a yellow card. Number 29, Acosta, has a yellow card, which means he will have a red card. Right at the halfway line, it was a foul. Very crafty Honduran international, captain of the U20 in New Zealand, Jose Escalante. Tauros trying to make a quick free kick, but the referee is waiting for the player to walk off the field, taking his time. Charlie Ward is kind of pushing him a little bit. Now the crowd gets into it. Now with the men down, Charlie Ward receives a yellow card for trying to get the player off the field. Obviously, you're the visiting team, tied 1-1. Let's see what Real Salt Lake will do tactically with a defensive mid. They'll probably bring another center mid or another defender. Acosta taking his time. The crowd booing. So tactically, Tauros will be able to push up one more player up. Can probably play with 3 up top. We will see what the tactical movement from Coach Wilmer Cabrera and assistant Michael, what the directions will be. We're seeing, and the restart of the game, George Malky with the ball. They've actually gone to a 4-4-1, placing Real Salt Lake has placed Torres into the middle, keeping Ralphie Collin, number 14, as the lone forward. It's going to be a good 20 minutes plus stoppage time. Would imagine they're not going to sit back completely on this, but this will give a really good opportunity for the Tauros to create more opportunities. Goal kick for the Real Monarchs. Goalkeeper Eduardo Fernandez on the left side of his box. The Tauros holding the line, almost at the halfway line. And out of bounds throwing. Number 4, George Malky with the ball. To Kevin Garcia, number 2, switching. Number 8, Charlie Ward, now with the yellow card, has been very good second half, spreading the game out, checking for the ball, coming back and receiving. He'll probably be able to move up a little bit higher. Memo making a run, creating space, and the ball goes out. Big switch, but the ball with the wind kind of moves it around, not able to keep possession of the ball. Crowd singing here and getting into the game. Throwing by Max, by Wiki. Number 14 on the ground and holding the ball. Referee calls it dangerous play. Quick restart. Charlie with the ball. Back to Jorginho James. Charlie Ward distributing in the wing to George Malky. George Malky looking again. Kevin Garcia from right to left. Jorginho back. Ivan. 2. Good through ball. Nice flick there by Memo. Number 7, very crafty on the ball, giving a 1v1. He's got a great opportunity. Defender misses the ball. Defender Roscoe swing at the ball. Down on the ground, Jose Escalante. Ball out of bounds, throwing. And again, Charlie Ward coming and collecting. Kevin Garcia moving up 3/4, past the halfway line. George Malky looking for the short, diagonal ball to the wing. Kai Green Bringing the ball back. Quick possession. It looks like offsides by Jose Escalante. A little bit more patience there from Jorginho. And there will be a sub coming in. Number 14, Ralphie Collin will be coming out and coming into the game. We'll see in a minute. Looks like a forward coming out. Let's see if they bring in another forward or another midfielder. We are in the 74th minute. Number 9, Kevon. Has coming into the game as a forward for the Real Monarchs. Throw in, number 6, Alec, now coming back to get the ball. So we still have a 1-1 tie. In the first half, we had RGVFC with 4 shots on goal. And we have Real Monarchs with 3 shots on goal. Corner kick 6 for the RGVFC and 2 for the Real Monarchs. Little more possession. Kai Green. Back to Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward to George Malky. George Malky. Jose Escalante has switched to the right side, cutting in with his left foot. And no foul called by the referee. Ricardo Valencia with the ball, cutting in, intercepted. Jose Escalante trying to be more involved, getting the ball in the right, getting the ball in the left. Memo switched to the left wing. Give and go. Looked like a handball. Referee didn't call it. Kevon coming back and helping. It's almost like a 5v1 possession. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward. Give and go again with TJ Kastner. Through ball for Kyle Green. Kyle Green and a corner kick. Good possession right now by RGVFC Tauros. It will be Kastner on the corner kick. Probably every player from the Real Monarchs back. Yes, everyone inside the box. But Torres, second substitution for Real Monarchs. Coming in, will take his time coming out. Probably going to be maybe a 3 to 4 minute extra time. Referee will hold the time. Referee's having to jog again. As for the player to speed up his process, leaving the field. So Honduran Olympic national team player Tauros will be coming out. And number 27, Omar Holmes, who is actually a very good player who was injured, coming back. This will be his first return game, one of the first round drafts. Foul call on the corner kick. Looks like referee is arguing with the Real Select players, trying to look at the replay. It's probably a push on the corner kick. Foul that will be taken by goalkeeper Eduardo Fernandez. Number 27, Omar Holmes, that's coming into the defensive mid role. Give him a little bit more energy and legs. Possession. Number 28, Chris Schultz. Back to Velasco on the wing for Real Salt Lake. Looking for the through ball. Speed and almost gets across the ball with Kayvon. Kayvon is Jamaican, who's on loan. There's a delay. Now there's sub coming in. Player Velasco will be being sub. Once again, every one of these subs has taken maybe about a minute to a minute and a half. So Acosta with the red card in the second half has left Real Monarchs with 10 players. And obviously the coach is trying to use as many subs as possible and fresh legs in for the second half. Coming in number 11, Hayton Orellana. He's the Salvadorian midfield forward. He's coming to play in the left wing. Orellana. Salvadorian, he's also been an academy player. He's in his second year. Max Lightwiki with the throw-in. Kevin Garcia, possession in the middle. Swinging the ball. Ivan Garcia. Back to Charlie Ward. Back to Ivan, number 5. Center left back. Kai. Possession, trying to open up to create channels. Charlie Ward with a great driven ball to George Malky. George Malky to Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward looking to play the ball wide again. George Malky gets the ball, cannot get the service in. Jorginho. As they're pushing up and spreading out, you've got to be careful with the counterattack of Kayvon, the Jamaican international. Orellana is one of those players that played a lot in the first game when they played in Salt Lake City. It looks like the center back, Chris Schuler, will be coming out as well. He's coming back from a actually Alec, who was a New England draft from the defensive mid, has come out, and I've brought in number 19, Tyler Aaron. Yeah, Chris Schul's still in, trying to create a lot of fresh legs for the Real Monarchs in the midfield, especially keeping the back line as close as possible. Foul, and it looks like a yellow card. Number 9. So now we have 3 yellow cards for the Tauros and 2 yellow cards for the Monarchs and a red card. More players ready to come in. This last, we're in the 82nd minute, plus any time that the referee has. Jose Escalante coming out. It looks like Lucatero Dynamo product from the academy, MVP the last 2 years in the academy, 18 years old, lefty, very crafty. He'll try to get in those wings, very good in the tight spaces. Coach Guma Carrera trying to look for matches. Kevin Garcia with the ball in the middle of the field. Chips the ball to Manotas. Leo Garcia has just come in for Kyle Green. Good service out of the left. Exactly why coach. Great ball. George Malky looking for the cross and clear by the Monarchs. Orellana down the left wing. And unlucky, Charlie Ward has been involved in every play, try trapping the ball and it gets away. Number 18, Max, plays the ball back to Chris, who plays about a 60-yard ball. And tangles, looked like a UFC fighting there for a second, and gives a red card. Wow. That was, he did grab them, he shielded. He did have a yellow card. Kevin Garcia was trying to shield the ball going out of bounds, but was tangled by number 9. And now Real Salt Lake with 9 men, with about 10 to probably 14 minutes left in the game. We're gonna see if they can hold this 1-1 tie. Now the crowd really into it. 2 red cards for Real Salt Lake. Number 9, Jamaican international, who just got in a few minutes ago. Service and a corner. Player Leo Ayala played his first game last week, getting an assist on the second goal. Charlie Ward. Corner cleared by the goalkeeper. Charlie Ward on the ball. Lucatero on the left wing. Charlie Ward switches the ball. And trying to look for the center forward, Manotas, and the give and go. Clear by the Real Monarchs. Sitting back with a 4-4 and the goalkeeper. Charlie Ward opens the win. Lucatero, top of the box. Back to the left. Number 7. Memo Rodriguez. And another sub. The center forward, Kyle, has come in for Jorginho. The Tauros have gone with 4 defenders. Brought in an extra target forward. A little bit with fresh legs. Lucatero on the left wing can cut inside. Memo, number 7, on the left wing with the right foot. He actually could use both feet very well. See if they can figure it out. Kyle touches the first ball. Kyle from Clemson. On a high clearance. Charlie Ward was hit straight into the face. Gets up, he's okay. Big clearance by Omar Holmes, number 27 for the Real Monarchs. And the ball played out again by George Malky. Real Salt Lake trying to keep possession, kill the clock. This would be the last substitution. It looks like Brody will be coming out. And number 22, Clopper Dorian Dorian is coming in the back line, center right. So they're going with 4 tall players and speed in the back. Orellana arguing and talking to the ref right now. We have Monarchs with the throw-in, but they're taking their time. Max Lawicki walking to the ball. I think there's been about 10 minutes of time stoppage with the red cards, with the substitutions. Holding the ball in the corner, Orellana. Ball gets away. Actually, it was Omar Holmes who was holding the ball in the middle. Leo Ayala with the switch to Lucatero, who cannot trap the ball. It's been a little bit of wind and control issues for the wingers, for the Tauros this evening. Throw in. Max, Notre Dame product, clears the ball down. (11v9) with the 2 red cards for the Real Monarchs. Charlie Ward again, distributing, controlling the center of the field. Malky plays the ball, intercepted by the Monarchs. Leo Ayala, and the foul in favor of 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Make some noise.
Would be more like 10 minutes, so we still have 4 minutes opportunity for the Tauros. And throw, and it's a corner kick. Trying to find Kyle up top. Kyle Murphy, number 18, again, Clemson product. Matt Jordan, technical director for the Dynamo here watching. Look at her in the corner. Memo with the in-swinger, and over for the corner again, and pushing here in the last few minutes with literally 9 players in the box, 8 players in the box for the Tauros, and every single player of the Real Monarchs inside the 18-yard box. Leo Yala, last player for the corner in. High header clearance, opportunity, actually clearing block, and the shot, and a goal kick for the Monarchs. Good opportunities for the RGFC Tauros, as we can see in the replay. It actually was hit in the back of one of the Tauros players and over the goal. 1 point for both teams if this stays tied right now. Would be a good score for the Real Monarchs. Obviously for the Tauros, looking for the win, especially up with 11 players versus 9. Goal kick, Kevin Garcia up, and Arellano can keep it for the Monarchs. George Malky with the throw-in, trying to speed up the play. Leo Ayala dribbling up the left wing, looking for the cross, and a little bit too much. Memo tries to keep it in, and it's actually a throw-in. You would assume that the Tauros will press everyone into this zone, trying to win the ball back. Max, number 18, Notre Dame product with the long throw-in. Kevin Garcia on the switch. Kastner keeping the ball, looking to go down the wing. Kevin Garcia looking for service. And the clearance to the corner. It's exactly where a defensive team will do, all the way to the corner of the 18-yard box. Ivan with the ball. Passes to Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward back again. George Malky cuts in for his left foot. Service and can't get the ball up. Memo asking for the ball. Really good winger. Give and go. Look for service. And looks like it's a corner in favor of the RGV FC Tauros. Looking for the service. Numbers in the box. A little bit too high and wide. And you miss the volley. Kevin Garcia looking for the volley. TJ back with the ball. Loses it. Service in the box. And hits it over. Looking for the clearance. Very exciting last few minutes of the game. Kevin Garcia again. Looking to play it down the wing. Plays it a little too high. Man down for both teams. Referee stops and game over. Ladies and gentlemen, game over. Yeah, it looks like number 2 Boyd is down on the ground. If you were to look at all the stoppage times, throw-ins, subs, and reds, you would think that the referee will add a little bit more time. 1-1 tie, a little bit disappointing for RGVFC Tauros, who played well, especially the second half. You got to give credit to the Real Salt Lake, who came in and was able to hold that tie 1-1. You know, that early goal in the 5 minutes penalty kick. Stood for the Real Monarchs, who came out and got the 1 point they wanted. And a lot to say still for a very good crowd here that is coming out to support. We still do not have a win for the Totals. We got this 1 point, and we'll look at the standings after the game. 2 red cards for the Real Salt Lake. A lot of yellow cards for both teams. And this is it here from the UTRGV University in Edinburgh, Texas, where the Totals won and the Real Monarchs won in USL Soccer. This is Rafael Amaya. Thank you and good night.